India, the world's fifth largest economy, aspires to be worth $5 trillion before 2028. Since the 2005 civil nuclear deal with the US, India has inked several military foundation agreements with the world's last superpower. Prime Minister Narendra Modi has pushed for stronger security ties with Israel, Saudi Arabia and UAE. Under Indian presidency of G20, the African Union was brought in as a new member as India seeks to lead the global south. With growing economic clout, defense buying beyond Russia and enhanced military capabilities, India is seen as an important counter to China. But Beijing remains the elephant in the room for Indian foreign policy ambitions, and the border has been tense since bloody clashes between the two militaries in 2020.
We're in sort of stalemate situation right now. We're having conversations, but things are not moving forward. So that's definitely going to be how we engage with China is going to be a key question for the next government. The other key challenge that I do believe is going to happen is in Southeast Asia.
The next government will have its hands full as the Ukraine-Russia war and the Palestine conflict show no signs of resolution. India has large numbers of diaspora, including in US and Middle East. According to the United Nations' latest World Migration Report, global remittance to India stood at $111 billion in 2022, the highest across nations. With 18 million Indians abroad, the South Asian country is also the origin of the largest number of international migrants in the world. Any food, fuel and supply chain crises can adversely impact India's growth story as well as global remittances.
To ensure the safety of ships transiting through the Red Sea, the Gulf of Aden, and the Straits of Hormuz. This is a very important sea lane to influence events in that part of the world in a way that the war that we see in Gaza does not spread to the rest of West Asia.
Trade diplomacy will be a priority area for the new government as India negotiates agreements with UK, US and Europe. In South Asia, India's ties remain strained with the Maldives and Pakistan, while internal political volatility in other neighbors remain a concern. With historic traditional ties with Russia, Iran and Palestine, New Delhi will also face increasing pressure from the US-led West to choose sides as it continues to import high volumes of oil from Moscow amid sanctions.
India is very comfortable with managing that pressure, and I don't foresee that becoming a problem for India because strategic autonomy, or non-aligned as it was earlier known, is something that's very inherent to Indian foreign policy.
India is a special invitee to the G7 summit in Italy, which will take place just a few days after the election results are announced. The next Prime Minister is unlikely to mediate directly in conflicts consistent with the country's traditional stand. But the new leader will have to manage the conflicts with China, which poses a big challenge for India on the global stage today. Smita Sharma, TRT World, Kolkata, India.